Have you ever wondered how to publish a scientific research paper? It's a question that sparks curiosity in many, from budding researchers to seasoned academics. Scientific research papers are the bedrock of innovation and progress in every field, from medicine to technology and beyond. They're not just the lifeblood of the academic world, but also a beacon that lights the way for future advancements. However, the process of publishing these papers is often seen as complex and intimidating. It's a journey that requires precision, patience, and a deep understanding of your subject. It's about transforming your hard-earned insights into a manuscript that can withstand the scrutiny of your peers and make a lasting impact in your field. Whether you're a student embarking on your first research project, a professional researcher, or someone with a burning desire to contribute to scientific knowledge, understanding the publication process is pivotal. In the next few minutes, you will learn the step-by-step process to successfully publish your scientific research paper. The first step to publishing a scientific research paper is having a good idea. But what makes an idea good? It's an idea that's not just innovative, but also fills a gap in the current body of research. It's not enough to simply rehash what's been done before. Your idea should bring something new to the table, something that adds value to the scientific community. This could be a fresh perspective on a well-worn issue, a novel methodology, or even a groundbreaking discovery. Ask yourself, what can my research contribute? How will it push the boundaries of our current understanding? And remember, a good idea isn't just about being different. It's about being meaningful. It's about making a real, tangible difference in your field of study. Once you have a strong research idea, you can move on to the next step, creating your research plan. A well-structured research plan is crucial to your success. But what exactly is a research plan? It's essentially your scientific roadmap, guiding your exploration into the unknown. It's the blueprint that outlines your objectives, the methods you'll use, the data you'll collect, and the analysis you'll conduct. Why is it so important, you ask? Well, a well-crafted research plan keeps you focused, ensures you're answering the right questions, and helps you avoid unnecessary detours. It's like your own personal GPS in the vast landscape of scientific discovery. Creating a good research plan is both an art and a science. Start with a clear, concise research question. Then, detail your methodology, explaining how and why you'll use certain techniques. Identify the resources you'll need, and don't forget to include a timeline. Remember, flexibility is key. Your plan should be a living document, adapting as you delve deeper into your topic. With a clear research plan, you're ready to conduct your research. Now you're ready to dive into your research. Conducting research is like navigating through a labyrinth, each step revealing new insights, each turn leading to more questions. Your journey begins with data collection. This may involve conducting experiments, surveys, or interviews, or perhaps analyzing existing data. Remember, the integrity of your research rests on the quality of your data, so be meticulous and thorough. Next, it's time to process and analyze your data. This could mean running statistical tests, creating models, or interpreting qualitative data. Be patient with yourself during this phase. It's not unusual for patterns to emerge slowly, and sometimes after much deliberation. And don't shy away from unexpected or inconclusive results. They, too, have a story to tell. While you're immersed in your research, it's essential to keep a detailed record of your methods and findings. This is not just about being organized. It's about creating a transparent and replicable study. By doing so, you're contributing to the collective knowledge base and allowing others to build upon your work. Now let's talk about ethical research practices. It's not just about avoiding plagiarism or falsifying data, it's about respecting your subjects if you're conducting human or animal research. It's about acknowledging the contributions of others and being mindful of the implications of your research. Remember, research is not a solitary pursuit. It's a collaborative effort that involves interacting with participants, colleagues, and sometimes the wider public. It's about listening, learning, and adapting. It's about perseverance, curiosity, and a commitment to truth. As you navigate through this labyrinth, you may feel overwhelmed or lost, but remember, every researcher has been there. It's part of the process. It's part of the journey. And when you finally emerge, you'll not only have a wealth of data, but also a deeper understanding of your field. After conducting your research, it's time to write your paper. Writing a scientific research paper requires precision and clarity. This is the mantra you must keep in mind as you dive into the world of scientific literature. The structure of a scientific research paper is a beautifully organized sequence of sections, each with a specific role, purpose, and structure. Let's start with the abstract. This is essentially the trailer of your research. It's a compact summary of your entire paper, including the purpose, methods, key findings, and the implications of your study. Make it concise, accurate, and engaging enough to pull the reader into the rest of your paper. Now, the introduction. This is where you set the stage, explaining why your research is important and how it fits into the larger scientific discourse. Start broad, then narrow down to your specific research question. Remember, your goal is to convince the reader that your research is worth their time. Next up, the methods section. Here you detail your experimental design and the techniques you used. Be thorough and exact so that another researcher could replicate your work if they wish to. Then comes the results section. This is where you present your findings. Stick to the facts. Use graphs, tables, and figures to illustrate your points clearly. Let your data tell the story. Finally, the conclusion. Here you interpret your results and discuss their implications. This is your chance to explain what your findings mean in the larger context of your field. And remember, throughout your paper, maintain a clear, concise, and coherent writing style. Avoid jargon. Use active voice. Make sure your arguments flow logically. There is no substitute for good writing. It's what turns your hard work and brilliant findings into a paper that's a pleasure to read. Once your paper is written, it's time for peer review. Peer review is a critical part of the publication process. It's an exercise in collaboration where your research is assessed by others in your field. This process ensures that your work meets the standards of your discipline, aligns with current research, and contributes something new to the scientific community. When your paper is under peer review, it's examined by experts who provide constructive feedback. This feedback is not a critique of you personally, but a tool to refine and improve your work. It's important to approach this feedback with an open mind. Upon receiving reviewer comments, take time to understand their perspective. Make sure to respond to each comment thoroughly, addressing their concerns and making necessary amendments to your paper. This can be a challenging process, but it's crucial for the quality of your research. Remember, reviewers are your colleagues, not your adversaries. Their aim is to help enhance your work. After addressing the feedback from peer review, you're ready to submit your paper. Submitting your paper is the final step in the publication process. Selecting the right journal for submission is crucial. Look for a journal that aligns with your research topic and check its impact factor and audience. A higher impact factor means your paper will reach a wider audience. Once you've chosen your journal, you'll need to prepare your paper for submission. This typically involves formatting your paper according to the journal's guidelines, writing a cover letter, and filling out a submission form. Don't lose heart if your paper is rejected or you're asked to make revisions. This is a normal part of the process. Use any feedback you receive to improve your paper and resubmit it. Remember, persistence is key. Keep refining your paper and don't be afraid to submit it to multiple journals. Congratulations! You've learned the step-by-step process for publishing a scientific research paper. Publishing a scientific research paper can be a challenging but rewarding journey. We've explored this journey together, step by step, from the birth of the idea, through the research plan, conducting the research, and finally writing and submitting your paper. Each step is vital, each with its own challenges and triumphs. The idea is the seed, the research plan is the blueprint, the research itself is the foundation, and the writing is the structure that houses your findings. Peer review and submission are the final steps that bring your work to the world. It's a journey worth embarking on. Each of you has the potential to contribute something unique to the world of science. It may be daunting, it may be challenging, but remember, every great discovery started with one person daring to ask a question and seeking the answer. Remember, your research can make a significant contribution to the scientific community. So get started on your research paper today.